Holy cow. Well, we're going to try it again. You guys might got to listen to me talk to Mitch. Just probably a super riveting conversation about who knows what. About him getting a video completed. But obviously wherever we just were had pretty crappy service. Some might even call it pretty shitty service. We're going to try it one more time. I'm back in part of the lake that I don't have equally as much confidence in. I did catch a smallmouth and then saw a bunch of walleyes there. But I wasn't even fishing because honestly I didn't think the stream was even going anymore. So we'll see. This might not go for very long just because we might flat out not have any service to do this. We'll see. That's part of the gamble. We always do it on like 1 or 2 lakes that we know have good service, and this is not one of those 2 lakes that normally has good service. So who knows what could happen here. I'm going to try to get back. So apparently now this is going to be called How to Jig Walleyes Like a Pro, it says now. Which is what it looks like. I'm trying to get to my YouTube feed so I can try to monitor it here. See how that goes. But hopefully it goes a little bit better. We'll see here. Give me 1 second. I'm going to my page. Where's the live content? All right, now I can see what's going on here. Right after you lost your stream, came back and it was running pretty good. Hopefully I didn't say too many F words and stuff. Possibly I did. You guys have probably heard the F word before though. Like I said, appreciate you guys being here. This is kind of a gamble doing streams like this, but I mean really what's the worst that happens is that it just cuts to black and it was all for nothing, I guess. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for commenting that, brother. Alright. So basically, we're back to square one. I wish I could have done some more fishing over by right after I caught that smallmouth. I did see a bunch of walleyes. I don't know how much of it actually was part of the previous live stream, but we might as well just do one for a little while here and see what we see. I can't go that far that way, and I can't go that far that way, and I definitely can't go way north because those areas seem to have pretty poor reception. But there should be enough walleyes to catch 3 or 4 somewhere in this area. Might just take there's a fish. See it? Ooh, he's coming over. Oh, small. You can feel him rat-tat-tapping on it. Spot obviously doesn't have like one really thick spot yet to it. It's just more of this fringe weed. Yes, yes, yes. Come over and do something to my bait. Oh, finally had a small one bite. That was definitely a small walleye. We'll rebait real quick here. I'd like to see something a little bit more impressive than what I'm looking at right there. But we'll see. Hopefully we can maintain our cell reception here. Yeah, there's some good weeds. A lot of times fish will be on the out. Yep, right as I said it. Look at that. I believe those are going to be our first walleyes we're going to catch right there. Right on that outside edge of the weeds. Now in real clear water, I don't like trying to get super close to them. Made a bomb cast. Cast looks pretty good. Second, you're going to see one of those start moving up. Yep, there they start moving around. Eat it. Come on, dude. You guys got to eat it, though. Come on. I'm trying to drift around them here. Now I got weeds. I'm going to spot lock right here, and we should be able to pitch baits right at their face from right here. Come on, dude. You guys got to bite it. Can't just look at it. What do they want? Do they need a slip bobber, a minnow, or something? Now I'm back in the thick weeds here. Or is it possible they're just a little finicky today? Bad cast. There we go. I like that cast. These ones are 100% walleyes, for sure. They don't seem very bitey though, do they? Should we try a minnow on one? See what that does. I got some little red tail type minnows in here. Give me 1 second to grab them. Alright, we're going minnow on here. We'll see if they're still there. Looks like there's still a couple out there. Let's see what they do to the old minnow here. They're not there quite like they were. Where did my fish go, though? Come on, show yourselves. Or did they all spook? A lot of them spooked away, it looks like. Well, that was like the first good thing I've seen here, which is convincing that there could potentially be some more around. I like this edge, how it's real clean. No weeds, weeds. I like that. Real thick up inside. There's gotta be more here. Maybe not though. It's not like a loaded numbers fishery. Bunch of bait. That just looks too good out in there. I want to cast on that, even though I don't think it's a fish. What's that out on the edge? Might be the only little school on the edge of this flat. Stream number 3. Yeah, it's been that kind of a thing. We lost service, regained service, and then I lost service again while trying to get it back up. This one might just be a total failure to launch of this live stream. It's a lot to do by yourself, and then you put possibly having bad service. Most time when we do these, Mitch will tell me like, hey, you're getting bad service, turn around, go the other way. If we just had service everywhere, there we go. It'd all be a much simpler deal. A little short on the cast. Yeah, those are just roamy crappies, dude. We should have done a crappie live stream, huh? We would have just tore them up. See how they're just kind of loosely following it? I will catch some walleyes out of these little schools sometimes, but that is not the right stuff. Onward. We'll cruise across to the next flat here. Keep hunting. Somewhere we will get around something good. Hopefully a spot that actually has service. And as you guys know, watching the live streams, we got no problem challenging ourselves with unknown bites on these things. I think it makes it a little bit more enjoyable, probably. Not just like watching a TV show. I'm going back to crawler. Half crawler jig head. That's confidence. Confidence presentation. Alright, what do you got? How do you hook your minnow? Generally in through the mouth, up through the top of the head. This is the classic way I'll do it. Most likely through the mouth and out the top of the head. Yep. Try a trigger bite or a crankbait. The issue is not the bait. It's that I only saw that one little school of walleyes and they spooked on me. What else do we got? Pretty breezy out today. Yeah, it's been super breezy every day. We just came back from fishing 100,000 plus acre lakes for, well, I did all week in 20 to 35 mile an hour wind every day. And you guys know how much fun that is. I don't really complain about fishing in the wind. I don't really mind that. The Warrior might be the best boat ever for like tacking into wind and sharpshooting like this. But the camera stuff, dude, every time you move, you got to tear stuff down, and you got to put it back up, and then you can't get anything wet, and all that fun jazz. That's the more annoying part to the wind for me and filming. I did break, I'm on my second set of graph mounts this year. I broke 2 graph mounts so far this year due to wind and just running like a maniac. I don't really run, like push this thing to what it can fully do, but the boat wise, but I can't go like in really big stuff. It's so hard for me to go like 10 miles an hour, so I don't go, I try to actually like go to where I'm trying to go. And when you start running like 20 miles an hour plus in big wind, that's when the graph mounts, that's when you're gonna find the weakest links and stuff. And most time is it how your trolling motor's mounted? Is it your graph mounts? Is it blah, 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 all the other little accessories? The boat, you're never going to break this thing. The boats can take it. It's all the added on equipment that, and obviously if you have a loose graft mount, then you run the risk of breaking something internally if the graft's rattling or slapping around. I know I've learned a lot over the years about putting boats together just by breaking things from running in big waves. So this one obviously looks to be a little bit shallower type of spot. So I'm not seeing weeds yet, and we're in 12 feet right now. Somewhere we should hit a weed edge. But right now I'm just running trolling motor on high, screaming around these flats, kind of in the depth that the weed edge would be at. I broke a Garmin mount doing the same thing, yeah. Go for the crappies. I know, it's tempting to go for the crappies, because I literally don't have anything in my boat to do that. Yes, Wade, I am back again. It's a lot going on, so if the stream just crashes, it's likely because of no service. If we like lose audio, that part's on me. Which we're still good on audio bar so far. What we're not good on yet is walleyes. Still on the hunt for our first walleye. Caught a smallmouth. I did find a bunch of walleyes, but there's a fish right there, but I didn't see him soon enough. Oh, now it's a weed. False alarm, false alarm. Some stuff I'll just put, if I'm like, oh, is that a fish or a weed right on the bottom there, I'll just put a bait on it and just see what it does. Obviously, if there's no movement, it's not a fish. Bunch of weeds right there. Still not getting into like anything noteworthy quite yet here. Also, shout out to my 2090 brothers in the NWT. We got Kent, Jake, and Justin all fishing today out on Lake Huron. 2090's running the big water of Lake Huron. Not seeing that one defined edge I want to see. This lake, as clear as it is, I got less confidence in like 8 feet. I got a lot more confidence in like that 10 to 13 feet there being fish. Show me some fish. Show me some big weed edges. There's some weeds. There's some thicker weeds way up in there. There's a big cluster of probably what is milfoil, I'm assuming. See how thick it is? I mean, it looks like it comes to the surface out there. Now, a lot of times on the outside edge of that, you will see fish. That would be a pretty common situation, but I'm not seeing any on this one. We should do one of these just with side imaging sometime. I'll just stream my other graph down here. Big weed cluster. Where's the magic? There's got to be some fish somewhere around here. No crappies on this one yet, though. We're just going to keep flying through it here. It's all kind of pockety. You can see how it's all just plain sand there. Hopefully our stream's going all right now. Outside of the part we need some walleyes. I like all the... That is the cool part about lives, is obviously the interaction. Is that it's all in basically real time. A little bit of a deeper inside corner. Almost looks like there could be some fish here. Show me the money. What do we got out there? Not a walleye. This is the longest we've gone without making a cast yet, but it's good to bypass all the dead water, obviously. That is the one thing, obviously, live's helped with a lot, is just chewing up water really fast. Now, in this situation, side imaging, as far as finding fish, equally as useful as live. And if we had more time, I probably would have driven around first and just side imaged everything. But I was like, you know what? We could probably do it just like this. It may take longer to get the desired result, but eventually we'll arrive at the same place. There's one right in there. He's not looking real walleye-ish though, is he? Looking more bassy. Top of a weed is what it was. It was not a fish. I'm actually surprised we haven't seen more in this. This kind of feels good up in here. There's a good pocket of weeds right there. That's kind of the stuff that fish like to be around. It looks right, it feels right. It's good bait right there. Where are the walleyes? There's a good cluster of weeds way up in there. What do we got sitting around that? Besides a pile of bait. I'm gonna work this out to the tip of it and see what's out here. Kind of comes to a little hook out here. I'm not hearing any legginess. Hopefully we don't have it anymore. Okay, so there's definitely... We got one on the backside here. It's just another weed. Oh, another weed. It looked good for a second, though. Those are almost convincing, but they're not walleyes. They almost make me want to cast at them, though. Little weed tip a little deeper here. Not much going on this one. Kind of surprising, kind of surprising. Good thick weeds here. Kind of in the sweet spot as far as depth goes too. Is that the top of a weed or two big smallies together? Looks like the top of a weed, but we can find out real fast. Definitely the top of a weed. Yeah, big top of a big weed there. There could be a lot more fish out in the basin too. And not all of them are up in here yet. Maybe we also just have to keep moving around. This is either going to be the most boring stream you guys have watched, or eventually the most exciting one once I get a fish. We got one on the outside edge here. Totally left the station. That was a fish. For sure, that did not cooperate though. I was actually semi-convinced it could go down there for a second. Can't tell if this is two or an object on the bottom. That one is not what we want. Alright, we're going to keep flying through. It's hard to catch them where you don't have any confidence in them being right now. Alright, we're going to take a gamble. We're going to go to high level of confidence spot, but it could result in bad service. We're about to find out. But we got to go where the fish are. And they are not right here right now. We've seen one halfway decent pod. I'll leave my headphones in so I can hear if we're reading questions. We are in Wisconsin right now. Alright, stick with me. If we totally lose service here, we totally lose service. But it's obviously going to be difficult to catch them where there just isn't fish. Alright, we'll see how this goes here. If I lose it, I lose it. but we gotta try. All right, let's see if we keep the stream. Bunch of bait. Oh, it appears we're getting leggy. Getting leggy. Gotta hope for the best here. Tons of bait. Well, got this one. There we go. Fish on. That fast. That fast. I can see it's getting a little bit leggy. Oh my gosh, it's a stud too. It's a stud. Hopefully this stream doesn't end. We did it. You guys see how fast that happens? I mean, stud walleye, dude. This lake is not known for fish like this. At all. At all. I don't know where it got leggy, where it didn't. And it's an absolute giant for this lake. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Oh my goodness, dude. Alright, you guys, 15 to 20 incher lake. This isn't fish of this caliber type of lake. Wow. And that was like absolutely immediate. Come on, stream. Don't lag too much. That fish was supercharged. I need pliers to get him off here. There we go. I mean, a little bit of hard work, a little bit of restarting the live stream. You guys know. Look at that. Stud, dude. Fish is all of 26 inches. I love it. I don't even want to let him go because we worked so hard for that one. But we just got to the spot. So I'm hoping that there could be more. Still got my crawler on. Fish on. Yes, we did it. We're starting to see some weeds. I mean, I literally like just got to the spot. I didn't even get into the weeds yet. Look at this one hunting bait out here. See it? Come on. Oh, dude, he backed away. His buddy's all over it, though. He got it. Oh, my goodness, dude. It's going down now. It's going down. That's why we move around so much like that. That's why we move around so much. It's another really good one. All right, so the situation we got going on here. The weeds are in here. And it's kind of like a 20-foot flat. And then these fish seem to be hovering. This is not at all what I intended this would be. And these fish are hovering outside of the weed edge about 30 yards. And they're up high. And those ones are obviously right around some bait. And this one's just a stud, dude. They are so fat. They are so fat. We got him. We got him. And I could still hear the streams going on. This is on a crawler. The leg is bad, I know. I'm in a really crappy spot with service. There's nothing I can do about it. It was either not catch fish or go to the bad service. I'm actually shocked it hasn't dropped the stream yet. Look at those ones. So, clearly these fish are coming out of basin and they're getting up close to these weeds. And they're just kind of on this little flat section outside of the weed edge. And I don't really care why they're here. Eventually a lot of more of them are going to, into the fall, are going to end up pressed up tight to those weeds. And maybe that's what we were doing wrong on a few of those spots. We were focusing too much right on the weeds, maybe. Hard to say. But it is what it is. Let's get another jig on. When I netted that fish, the jig hung up in the net and put all the weight on the hook and bent it. Yeah, we're just gonna tie on another. Should we go show jig or 1/4 ounce gold Pendu? Got so much confidence in a 1/4 ounce gold Pendu. I gotta keep using it. Oh, that was fast. After all that, which we experienced together, you see 2 walleyes cast at him and boom, boom, both bite big. There was another one with that one I just caught that didn't bite. I think the leg's a little better now. If you guys are just tuning in, I got wireless headphones in, listening to my stream as I'm doing my stream. And it's kind of obnoxious because you just sit here and it's on about a 60-second delay, so I can hear myself talking 60 seconds ago. All right, let's get another crawler on here. The sun's shining on us now. Somehow we didn't lose the stream. I wanted to start right here, but I didn't. I did an upload speed test and it was coming in pretty low. Generally, before we start these on a different body of water we haven't done one on, I'll just drive around and do upload speed test on my computer, see how bad the internet is everywhere. And I figured it wouldn't happen here. Don't lose it. Don't lose it. Okay, there was a little leg right there. Show me another fish. Uh-oh. I can hear the legginess a little now. Show me another fish. The folks at home want to see him. See, it's about 20 feet deep up here and just a flat. There's one. One nice part about fishing really clear water is that the fish can see your bait from a ways away. Got him right there. Wow, dude. That's feeling big too. It's straight up going down now. For all that work. Another really nice fish too. They're literally just like roaming this flat out here. Yeah, we got another nice one too here. I'm trying to read comments. I understand there's a little lag to the stream. Nothing I can really do about that. And obviously the way fishing is right now, even if it just ends the stream, it ends the stream. I mean, these are like the top quality fish in this lake. I was honestly thinking I'd come out here and just film a bunch of 15 to 18 inchers pressed up into the weeds, which I would still love to do if I can. There's a nice one right there, huh? I'll take them. Thank you guys for watching on this Friday. I know we had a little bit of a slower start and a little up and down. Had to restart the stream twice. Got to get a crawler out because now we're dialed in. That was like 3 casts, 3 walleyes right there. And I like it like that. Some of these, I don't know if they're walleyes or just little weed tufts, but we might have to cast at them. Feet since I caught that first one. There's small rain droplets. What track length is on your boat? I got 2 like 18 inches up here and 2 60s back behind it. Show me a fish. Well, if we do lose the stream, which is totally possible, which could happen, I greatly appreciate you guys being here on a Friday. There's one for sure right there. That cast ain't gonna cut it though. Lines are real tight on your reel. See if I can get anything to come up out of there. Yep, you got it. Oh my goodness, dude. We are all over them. 4 casts, 4 fish. It's raining out right now, which isn't ideal. This is going to be a little bit more the size of which I thought we were going to catch today. But as you can see, as I butt up in here to the weeds, the fish have gotten a little bit more of their typical size, which is a typical eater-sized walleye. There we go. There's your classic Wisconsin fish fry fish right there. We'll take them all. I gotta put a rain jacket over my computer or something, because that's the most expensive part of this whole puzzle here. We don't want to break that. Mitch just broke a computer last week, and I don't want to break mine. Putting the Sims rain jacket over top of the computer. I understand there's droplets on there. Normally that's Mitchell's job to make sure. I don't know, can we gut it out through this? It is raining. How much water can the camera take? Maybe I'll put this little towel over part of the camera. My moonshine lures towel. There's a lot of moving parts to live streaming by yourself, even in good conditions. I'm gonna go just like that, because it's like actually raining now. And in just a second here, my phone's soaking wet. If you just joined, you just missed the fun part of the show. We just caught 4 nice walleyes and 4 casts. 3 real nice ones, 1 kind of average eater size one. I don't know if I'm lagging right. Oh, still good. We're definitely... Hopefully Mitchell's not watching now. Alright, back to business here. Can I sneak one out of that edge? One sure would assume so, right? Just getting down there in the zone. That's like some good like stranded weeds, not like that big mesh stuff we were seeing on the other spot.